Hello, and let's start with good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are and whatever time of day it is where you are. Welcome to our next installment with the Workbook, A Course in Miracles. We are now on lesson 290. So this is the last lesson in the segment, What is the Holy Spirit? So remember to read through that today. Spend time in the morning and the evening with the lesson, and then we're going to grab today's statement, which is, my present happiness is all I see. My present happiness is all I see. Unless I look upon what is not there, my present happiness is all I see. Eyes that begin to open see at last, and I would have Christ's vision come to me this very day. What I perceive without God's own correction for the sight I made is frightening and painful to behold. Yet I would not allow my mind to be deceived by the belief the dream I made is real an instant longer. This the day I seek my present happiness and look on nothing else except the thing I seek. And here is our prayer. With this resolve I come to you and ask your strength to hold me up today, while I would seek to do your will. You cannot fail to hear me, Father. What I ask have you already given me, and I am sure that I will see my happiness today. So my present happiness is all I see. That's the key, our present happiness, present moment, being in the now, staying focused on the now, not any past thoughts that are going to come in, because they come in every day. As soon as you open your eyes when you're sleeping, you've been in a little dream world there, you wake up, the thoughts, boop, in they go. What you want to do is, while you're lying there in bed, is stay behind them. Let them float by and just think, I'm staying in this present moment. The present is where the happiness is, where the peace is, the joy is. It's where you feel alive. It's where you feel a calling, because you're so in tune with the energy that is right now, here, present, calling you so subtly. It's not some kind of loud noise. That's the ego. That's why we follow that so easily, because it's the loudest, it's the one that pulls us, and it kind of has hold of your emotions like strings. So it's like, listen, and then it pulls an emotion, so you feel it in your body and you kind of move on, or you react to that emotion. So today, if you can stay present, very present, beyond the thoughts, because you can stay present, but you could be present, you think, and that's the key, you think, and while you're thinking, you're not present. You've actually gone into the thoughts, and the thoughts will pull you. And we are creatures of habit, so we have habits that we do every day. We kind of have breakfast on a morning, lunch and then dinner. These are the kind of things that not everybody, but there's a lot of us have those three things, because that is kind of what society has conditioned into us. We followed it for so long, it's become entrenched in the way we live. So we then do this on autopilot. And we're trying to challenge all of that today, because we want to really be present in the moment, beyond all of the conditioning that we have gone through in our lives. And it's so different from each of us. Each of us get up in a different way. Some of us are morning people, some of us are evening people. So, and these are all thoughts we follow. We say, I'm a morning person, or I can't work on a morning, I have to work on an evening. Thoughts telling you that. That's not who you are. You're following a thought of patterns, and you're becoming what you think. Now today we want to be getting beyond that. We want to be happy in the moment. We're not trying to be anything, we just are. We are the presence, the awareness. And that form comes by the stillness, by the gratitude, by the forgiveness. It's like your mind's going to throw in things. Well, what about this? Aren't you going to be upset with this? Why aren't you going to move? And it's like, I forgive you, thought, for coming into my mind. Today I am staying present and happy. But you need to get on with this. I forgive you for feeling that I need to be moving on and doing everything in this very moment, but right now I am choosing to stay present. And if you can do that for just 5 minutes today, you know, it's a step forward in that. It's like, don't try and do the whole day. It's not always, you know, it's like, that's the miracle, I guess, if your mind had switched to such a perspective that you felt so aligned in that moment that you never wanted to leave that moment, then you've done it. But if it's not, you know, it's like, take an increment of time, which again is an illusion, but play the egos, use that time and become present. And then if you can stay present in the moment, knowing that time doesn't exist and that you are eternal, that, you know, you're the omnipresence, all the energy everywhere, that is who you are. You're just in the vessel having an experience. So allow the experience to unfold as the present moment would have it unfold, not as some kind of a sort of controlled identity that you've created, and you're pulling yourself into different ways of being, different ways of moving throughout the world because of your thoughts pushing, and you're following them, you know, like a dog with a bone. You kind of off you go. You need to let go of that. Don't follow it anymore. Stay present in the moment and just be so grateful for who you are. Be grateful, forgive, and allow the stillness to carry you over to the truth of who you are. Because that's what these 10 lessons have been about. They've been about understanding what the Holy Spirit is, and that is the stillness, the grace that is waiting for you to come home. And in that stillness is where the awakening happens. So do your best today to be present, to be still for some time in your day, just to give yourself that little increment of happiness. And the more you do that, the more it will expand, and the more your life will become a lot more joyous. Okay, wishing you well with today's practice. Have fun, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.